Dearest Cousin Mary, a number of strange and miraculous events moved me to write to you. As my kinswoman, I trust that you will keep all of these things within the family. If neighbors were to hear of this, we would be the butt of many a joke, as if we haven't been over the years for so many reasons. First, I must tell you that my husband, Zechariah, while serving his 2-year term as priest at the temple, came home early, a year early. I was afraid that someone had accused him of some dreadful, unholy act, and his lifelong reputation and vocation as a priest was destroyed. But this was not the case. My husband was struck dumb by an angel of God, which is all I've been able to ascertain. And a priest with no words cannot utter the Shema or bless the people or offer sacrifices. So until God allows, my husband is speechless. This is a blessing and a curse for me, let me tell you. It's wonderful to have him home to help with chores and be a companionable presence in the long evenings. But his silence is unnerving, even if there is a light in his eyes and he seems contented. It's just plain eerie, and I must say that I long for some kind of response, however obtuse or scripturally based, when I pose questions, not all of them rhetorical. The second piece of news is that I'm pregnant. Yes, your old cousin Elizabeth is with child and beside herself with wild hopes. If this child is our answered prayer, then he is a boy, and born of 2 priestly families. He will have a special way of communicating with God. I do hope he is not born dumb like his father. 2 silent men in the house would finish me off. In any case, I've been longing to tell someone, and you, dear girl, are the closest to my heart, and I felt somehow that you might understand the mystery of all of this and feel the joy. My prayers to you and your mother, Hannah. May God bless you with enough. Your cousin, Elizabeth. Dear Elizabeth, what you've shared with me is truly miraculous. I know that with God anything is possible, but your news exceeds my imagination. A silent husband unheard of, and a pregnancy so late in life almost impossible. Truly a wonder. I celebrate with you and long to sit at your table and share details of our lives. If Mother improves, perhaps she can spare me for a week or 2 in the spring. Oh, and my news, I'm engaged. He's old and kind of serious, but he's kind and quiet, unlike Zechariah used to be, and hardworking, and he takes care of his elderly father. I believe he is descended of David. Not a bad catch for a girl of my class and tribe. Apparently, his father talked to my father, your uncle, and arranged this whole thing. I'm scared and excited and hoping for a short engagement. Oh, I wish you could travel so you could come and meet him and tell me what you think. Much love and blessings to your beloved tongueless husband and your hoped-for son, Cousin Mary. Dear young Mary, congratulations on your engagement. That is marvelous news. You can never marry and start bearing children too young. You need all the time you can get to help God give you a miracle. And being young, pregnancy won't be as hard on you as this one is for me. I am sick every morning and night, and my back aches, whether I scrub floors or stay in bed all morning. Z is trying to be hard to be supportive, rubbing my shoulders, making the water runs to the well where all the women laugh at him. He just winks at them and brings home our daily supply. He has secrets I'm dying to ferret out of him. May God reveal them in a dream at the appropriate time, of course. These days, you must be preparing for your new home and role as wife. But I'm so hoping you could come for a visit. Now Hannah is better and the weather is good. Oh my, I wonder if your mother's recovery is related at all to the prospects of your engagement? It would be just like her to gain strength and health in the wake of such good news. But perhaps it's merely spring, and your gentle care that has brought her back from the brink. Be well, cousin, and keep me posted on your holy nuptials. Affectionately, E. dear E, you are the only person in the world, except for him, who will believe what has happened. I have been visited by God's messenger, Gabriel. He told me all kinds of things about the political future of Israel, which I thought was odd but helpful. Then he proceeded to announce that if I cooperated, God would give me a son who will become the rightful king of Israel. I figured he meant through Joseph, as the clan of David holds rights to that honor. But he went on to explain that God, not Joseph, would father the child. Something about shadows and impossibilities. He used your pregnancy as proof that God can do anything. And then, all in hugger-mugger, he left me to ponder his meanings, which I've been doing for weeks now. And guess what? I have found myself to be pregnant, with no intercourse with men that I can remember or claim. My parents are distraught. Mother is back in bed, and father has had a long man-to-man with Joseph. Joseph denies fatherhood and is understandably angry. He sent word that the engagement was off. But then, 24 hours later, he sent word that it was back on. He said that God wanted him to adopt my son and raise him as his own. Will miracles never cease? You tell me, cousin, will they ever cease? I am longing to talk with you privately about our cousinly fertility events. Perhaps once he has cooled off, I can convince Joseph to look in on my parents while I'm gone. I'm sure he'd be relieved to have me out of town as I begin to show, avoiding the usual neighborly interest and insult. My life has taken so many turns lately, I hardly know how to feel about it. But I've taken to listening to anyone with news from Jerusalem and the movements of Roman troops. I never used to pay much attention to politics or the affairs of men. Now I can't get enough of it. It's like my cravings for matzah and mustard. This tiny intruder of mine must indeed be a future king with a taste for the dangerous. Tell Zechariah I look forward to talking with him, wink, wink. And I can't wait to see you, dear cousin, fat with child. Shalom, Mary of the Mysteries. Oh, Mary, I can't wait for your arrival. Your bed is made and the kettle is on. I told Z your story about Gabriel, and he was beside himself with delight. He struggled to tell me something, and I thought he was going to explode. He failed to utter a word. But I just know that our pregnancies must be related somehow, if only through God's weird and wondrous interventions. Come soon, dear cuz. Every time I mention your name, my little one kicks and dances in my belly. I'm hoping your arrival will calm him and give us all a full night's sleep. God bless that Joseph of yours, and may you travel safely, surrounded by journey mercies. Until I see you so very soon, Shalom and Selah, Elizabeth, grateful wife and mother at last. That's all they found. I'm sure there were more letters.